Hi there, I'm Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make our area such a great place to live. Today I'm with Negeen here at Umma, and this is, why don't you tell us all about Umma?
Yay! Umma Fitness is a boutique prenatal and postnatal fitness studio here in Costa Mesa. We are a space where moms can come really at any stage of their motherhood journey, from pregnancy to postpartum and beyond. We offer yoga and Pilates classes with an emphasis on functional movement and strength training. So we really try to create classes that are not only safe for women before and after pregnancy, but also meaningful for them, building strength in the way that you need during pregnancy and for a smooth postpartum recovery. And then, at the heart of it, I think Umma is so much more than a boutique fitness studio as well. We really try to create a space where women feel like they have a village. So lots of education and knowledge sharing, meeting other women, at similar stages and chapters of their life. So definitely, we try to expand beyond that, but our bread and butter is boutique group fitness classes.
I love that. Yeah. And I feel like I myself had attended the new mom school, and this is kind of like an extension of it in a way. A lot of the new moms forming communities and villages.
Totally.
But geared toward the fitness and strength side.
Yes, I would definitely say that our expertise lies in the movement component of that experience being pregnant and postpartum. So we really try to lean into that. But similarly to, places like the new mom school and all these other mom communities that we see growing and flourishing, especially in Orange County, I think it's very important to find a space where you feel like you can connect with others. So whatever that foundation is for you, for us, it's movement, and that kind of serves as a gateway to meeting other people in this realm. And for others, it might be education, or walks, things like that. So I think we all have our own niche, but have similar goals in building that village.
Yeah, and I actually like what you just said about Orange County in particular, because there are an awful lot of people that have moved here or that are from here, but that have the intention of raising their family here. We've got great family life. We've got great schools. It's a nice place to raise a family. Yeah. Are you from here?
I am, yes. I'm from here, and so it was, in that sense, important for me to, when I wanted to create the space, to find somewhere that felt like home to me personally, and somewhere where I knew about the community and was a part of the community.
Yeah.
But also it just feels like such a natural fit because of, what you were just mentioning as well, being such a family-oriented space. So I think that we do complement that with what we offer, along with all the other mom communities that are out here. I think we do a good job of complementing and contributing to that overall goal.
Absolutely. I know when I moved to Orange County, it was from LA, and LA was a great spot, and it is a great spot. In my heart, though, I thought that Orange County would be more of a childhood like my own, where it's a little bit more suburban, a little bit more, not sleepy. Orange County is not sleepy, but compared to LA, for sure, maybe a little sleepy. So. Plus by the beach and everything. So you've got a great location. You're not too far from the beach.
Yes, no, we're just down the street, which is nice. I would say actually we're pretty central, which is helpful because there aren't a lot of spaces like ours. So us being so central, people from all parts of Orange County are really able to come to us. Orange, from Irvine, from here in Newport Beach. So that part of it, I think, has also been really nice.
Oh yeah, you're right off the 55 freeway, and you're not far from Hoag Hospital. So obviously a lot of people labor there, have their doctors there. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a good location.
And so with your classes, do you incorporate children?
We do, So we have, it's called New Mama Sculpt. We offer that a couple of times a week, and that is specifically designed for postpartum bodies. We go through a lot during pregnancy and in childbirth, so those classes are designed for women who are kind of coming back to their bodies, regaining strength and our traumatized tissues, where they can come and they can bring their babies to that. But in addition to that, babies are actually welcome in all of our classes. So we try to take that coordination element out of it. If you don't have childcare, if you don't have someone who can watch your baby, come to class and you don't have to worry about it or think about it. We have little ones in car seats and bouncers on play mats. So it's a very normal part of our operation. But I do highlight New Mama Sculpt because there will definitely be babies there for anyone who's ever looking for that But yeah, it's an open call for any mom.
I love that, because I think a lot of times there are, different gyms and activity places where you can take your newborn for childcare.
Yes.
But I know for myself, I was very reluctant to just leave my child.
Yes.
Especially for your first child. It's so hard.
It is hard.
So knowing that they're there, you can see them, they can see you.
Yes.
If you feel like you need to step away, you're probably not the only one.
Absolutely not. No, not at all. That's very, very normal as well. And also, it's meaningful as well for little ones and for babies to watch their mom move.
Yeah.
There are benefits to that as well. So that's part of our rationale behind it. And just like what you're saying, it's just a comfort thing just to bring your baby with you. And I think people sign up knowing that. And so if it does get chaotic, I always tell our moms, like, this is the name of the game. Like, this is motherhood. Welcome to it. Babies are going to cry. We're not going to stop them from crying. Yeah. So we kind of just power through and enjoy it all together. We're all moms in this room, so we know what's it.
You just mentioned that there are benefits for the children to see their mamas move.
Yeah.
So what is that?
Yes.
It makes sense, but
for sure. There are so many benefits in general to prenatal and postnatal fitness. Yeah. That I think this conversation specifically is something that I'm very passionate about, because there are so many misconceptions when it comes to prenatal and postnatal fitness and movement. And I think that people run with those misconceptions. It can be really detrimental to moms, not only physically, but mentally as well. On the prenatal side, oh gosh, we can go on and on, but exercising can reduce the chances of baby going into fetal distress. You're getting oxygen, through, which helps with baby's brain development. On the postpartum side, like I was mentioning earlier, your body just goes through so much during pregnancy. So really paying attention to those parts of our bodies, our core, our pelvic floor work, it's beneficial to us to kind of like just come back to ourselves. And not in a sense of like bounce back culture, but just regaining the strength that we need to like live a happy and healthy life. And then, like I was mentioning as well, babies watching you move, it's helpful for them to see their moms, happy and doing something that they love. Like psychologically, it's really valuable in that sense. And for mom's mental health as well, getting out of the house. I talk about that so much in our classes, like just coming through the door has an impact. Like, you can come here and do those Pilates movements with us. Like, we want you to feel strong. That's our goal. But also just getting out of your head, getting out of your bubble and your space, come here with your little one. I think it has a lot of benefits too.
You're just giving me flashbacks. I remember like the first couple of days after leaving the hospital, and we had to go for that first visit to the doctor. It's like a day later. And of course they make the appointment for like 8 a.m.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, what are they trying to do to me? It's a test.
It really is, yes. Oh my gosh, there's so many like unique experiences to motherhood that like you really just only understand once you're in it. So
yeah, well, and I think that's also part of what's so nice about this is that a lot of the people that are coming here, like you said, a lot of them are new moms.
Yes.
And so for them to, first of all, take that leap and leave the house with their baby, that's a huge thing. And then also to make some connections with people that are going through very similar things at the same time.
100%. Yeah, that's my favorite part. There are classes when we like start a couple minutes late just because people are like chit-chatting so much and sharing stories. Like, I can get emotional just thinking about it. It's so important to find community. We say that so much and it starts to lose its meaning, I feel like, but it really just has such a meaningful impact on moms and their mental health. So beyond just movement, I think coming in here and sharing space with other moms is so powerful.
Yeah. So obviously you're very passionate about it. Like there's no mistaking it. And I love that. I think that that's very authentic. What was it that drew you to create this? You didn't work in fitness before.
No, I didn't. No. So yeah, Umma is very much, it's from my own personal experience, how it was created. I was pretty active before I became pregnant. And in the sense of like, I was a Costa Mesa resident, bopping around these really fun and cute boutique fitness studios all across Costa Mesa and Newport Beach. And it was very much a part of my routine and my lifestyle. And then after I found out I was pregnant, that just completely dropped off. And a big part of it was because I didn't really feel like there were a lot of options for me to continue moving my body during pregnancy. Had a lot of questions. It didn't really feel like there was like evidence-based spaces. We need to keep moving. And so I started doing my own research just to like get some foundational knowledge. I had a sense of like mindful movement, but I did some of my own research. I started talking to other moms. What did you do when you were in this situation? How did it feel for you? And then that kind of led me to seek different certifications in prenatal and postnatal fitness, where I got really good education and knowledge on what you should be doing, what you shouldn't do. And that kind of blossomed into this dream from there of creating a space where we can move and train for pregnancy and postpartum. And I think something as well that I was really passionate about was not just like recreating these other classes that we can find, in Orange County, because they are there. You can go to these classes and modify for yourself. Hopefully you go with an instructor who understands, what modifications to make. But what I really wanted to do here was to create classes that not only were safe, like, yes, we're not going to twist, we're not going to lay on our backs, but build strength in the way that we need during pregnancy and postpartum. So adding a layer to that, we talk a lot about birth prep in our classes, stretches that are good for birth prep, like mentally how to power through childbirth, postpartum recovery, what to expect, 6 weeks, 8 weeks after. So there are layers to it that you just can't get in another fitness studio more locally, because it is so much so the niche that we're focused on here.
Oh, definitely. I think, I personally had C-sections.
Yes.
And so obviously, it's different from when you have a natural birth, but either way, like, it's so interesting that your baby comes out and of course your gut instinct is to want to hold it, carry it. And in some cases, it's very limited what you actually can do.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's so true. I had a C-section as well. And it was really hard for me personally. Like I said, even just walking around was hard. There's a lot that, it's hard to prepare for because you really have to go seek out that knowledge for yourself. So it can be difficult for anyone, really. Yeah.
So now this space opened about a year ago.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks
for the birthday.
I'm so excited.
What other types of things do you do here? The things that you do, so how else do you create community outside of the classes?
Yeah, great question. That's something that I think we've really been leaning into, since summer started. We've kind of been amping up on our events. We offer events and workshops similarly to support women at any stage of their motherhood journey. So we've had physical therapists in our studio, pelvic floor workshops. We've had massage therapists here who offered prenatal massages for our clients.
Shout out to Myself, Mind, Body.
Yes, shout out. She's awesome. We've had birth circles for expecting moms, breastfeeding basics workshops. So again, outside of the movement component that we feel like we're experts in, we try to complement that with education and community building. So women can really feel like they're getting so much out of their experience here at Umma. I mentioned this earlier, but fitness is really our bread and butter. And I think people know that, but that's what introduces them to the perinatal space. They end up coming here and realizing, I feel like I should probably prepare if I want to start breastfeeding, or, like you keep mentioning pelvic floor. What do you mean? Like, what should I be doing? So we infuse some other events and workshops in there to support what we're talking about.
That's really smart. Honestly, there's so much that goes over your head.
Yes.
Or you feel too dumb to ask.
Right.
Or like, maybe I should know this, so I'm not going to speak up.
Right.
So
I
think that's really important.
Yeah. It's great. It's been, I think, a great addition to what we offer, and it ends up being the people that we see regularly in our studio. So obviously it's resonating in that sense.
Yeah. So your main clientele, like your niche, is really probably expectant and new moms.
Yes.
And obviously you've only been around for a year.
Yeah.
And I'm sure obviously the cycle will continue. There's always going to be new moms and all of that. But what about for like the moms that are, post having the little kids? Are you a space for that too?
Great question. Yeah. So I would say our brand centers, like you said, on expecting and new moms, but anyone can really benefit from our classes. If you're looking for a space that focuses on functional movement and strength training, you'll benefit from coming here. We've had women come here who aren't expecting or postpartum, but are recovering from injury, for example, who have come here and have benefited from our classes. So again, our focus is on that, but I think the benefits of it expand far beyond just that small niche. So we really try to create an inclusive and open space in that sense, for sure.
I feel like it could be fun for like grandmas and the moms and then the babies all be here together.
Oh, we've had that. We've definitely had generations.
That's so cool.
Moms come with their own mom and baby too. Yeah, it's really special in that sense. Movement is movement, especially for us, we really prioritize safety, and I think people understand that, so they feel like at any level you can come in and get a good workout in.
Yeah, I remember being pregnant and using like the What to Expect When You're Expecting app for everything.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Can I lift a 5-pound weight?
Yeah.
Can I A, B, and C, right?
Yeah.
So having the actual experts here to tell you if it's okay or not, and really be like in tune with your body when you're in that state is so important. Yeah,
so true. Yeah, we try to take the guesswork out of all of that. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to listen to your body and honor how you're feeling, but we really create an experience where you can walk in and you don't have to think about it, know what we're doing when we're designing this stuff. Yeah.
That's amazing. So where can people find out more about any of your events or your classes, of course? Where are you online?
Our website has all of our updated information, ummappn.com. And we're also very active on social media. Our Instagram is at Umma Fitness OC. So that's where we're posting updates on upcoming classes and events. We have an intro offer. It's 2 weeks of unlimited classes for $49. So that's a really great way to just immerse yourself in everything that we have to offer. And then one other thing I think I would say, in the spirit of serving moms, something that we also really prioritize with our memberships is ways to make it easy for moms to come in and understanding where you're at in your motherhood journey. So for example, we don't have any late cancellation fees because we know what it's like to be a mom. Like some things could happen last minute. So we try to create, an experience where you feel really safe and comfortable here. That's included with all of our memberships and class plans if anyone is interested in learning more in that sense. And yeah, our first anniversary is coming up, so we're also going to be celebrating that mid-October.
Okay.
So that's a great way to come and see what we're all about.
So yes, definitely tune into their Instagram and their website for more information on the birthday party, because that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, I'm so excited.
First birthdays are a big deal for babies and for Umma.
Exactly, yes.
Negeen, thank you so much for all that you're doing to help all of the moms in our community get their fitness up to speed and also, take care of their babies.
Yes, thank you so much.